Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I have the top 5 sniper supports in Warzone 3. So to start off, we have the Superior 46. This is the meta SMG right now. This isn't like the traditional build. This is more the long range type of build. And even though this thing's kind of built for like long range, it also works very well with close range. Well, it's built for mid range, but it's also very good for close range. So I'll show you the stuff. So you want to go for the Hound Guard Heavy Barrel. This increases your effective and minimum damage range by 22%, and then your bullet velocity by 27%. So it just makes it like very prime sniper support. You want to go for the Zen Compensator. You know, this is always a classic for any SMG. You know, this decreases your horizontal recoil by 5%, vertical recoil by 15%. Also, gives that firing aim stability, which is just lovely. I go with the Slate Reflector because in a previous video I said this was like the H4 Blitzen, so just kind of reminisce on that. But you can really choose any sight you want. For the stock, you can do one of two options. I like to go with this stock, the Jab Cutthroat. It like increases your ADS movement speed by 19%. Or you could go with something like this stock, the Rescuer 9 stock. This does reduce your recoil. So if you wanted to, then obviously you want to go for the 40 round mag. So to show the two stocks. Also the blueprint I'm using right now, the traces are really weird. So even if you have the flash hider on, it still shows the flash, which is weird. I'll just show you the car class that I'm using in today's video. So you want to go for the Sonic Suppressor L, you know, increase your effective and minimum damage range by 5%, and then your bullet velocity by 13%. The long barrel, 7.62 long barrel, this increases your bullet velocity by 12%. Effective damage range by 12%, and your bullet velocity by 15%. SL Razorhawk Laser Light, as usual, you know, this decreases your ADS speed by 8% and your sprint power by 14%. I love the Range Cooler V3.4 optic. You know, it's just the best. You know, get OG car scope. You can go with the SPX if you want. And then finally got the Target Sling. This decreases your ADS speed by 5%. So you have a sniper that can one-shot up to 74 meters with a bullet velocity of 856.7 meters per second and an ADS speed of 369 meters per second. For the next class setup, we have the Uzi or the Milano. I'll just show it off really quickly. So this is a very low recoil, just because I'm using the Jack Daniels optic. You don't have to do it, but just like I feel for the WSP9, for most of the time, I feel like, let's say if I just put on a random one, the Slate Reflector, it's very bouncy. Now, it's not terrible, but I'd rather eliminate that bounce as much as possible. So I want to go for the Zen Compensator Flash Hider. This, yeah, as I said before, increases your horizontal recoil by 5% and your vertical by 15%. Also giving that firing aim stability. The DR6 hand stop. This decreases your ADS speed by 7%, sprint power by 7%. ADS movement speed by 6%, crouch movement speed by 11%, and then movement speed by 4%. You know, the Jack Glassless just gives you that firing aim stability or visual recoil control. I like to go for the WSP9 Classic stock, Classic Factory stock. This really helps with the recoil control. So you got 9% for your recoil gun kick, 22% reduction on your horizontal, and then 31% on your vertical, with only like very minimal, like 4% to your ADS speed, which is like fine. And then finally, I want to go for the 50 round mag, just so you know you don't run out of ammo while you're fighting, while you're in Warzone. Then I have our first AR. This is a BP50, and like it's pretty good compared to your average BP50 build. So this one is definitely more built out for like mid to long range. Also, is very good for close range. I'm not going to get on that. It's very good for close range. But this is more the if you wanted to use this on Uzbekistan, it would be viable. So you want to go for the Lawn and Heavy Barrel. This increases your effective and minimum damage range by 15%, your bullet velocity by 18%, and then reduces your recoil by 5% for your recoil gun kick, and 8% for both your vertical and horizontal recoil control. Then the Zen Compensated Flash Hider, if you love it, 5% for the horizontal, 15% for the vertical, as well as that firing aim stability. DR6 Hand Stop. This decreases your ADS speed by 8%, sprintify by 7%, ADS movement speed by 7%, crouch movement speed by 9%, and then movement speed in general by 4%. Then you want to go for the Mort 40 stock. This decreases your recoil gun kick by 25%, and then both your horizontal and vertical by 6%. Also decreasing your ADS speed by 3%, ADS movement, and then your ADS movement speed is increased by 7%. Crouch movement speed is increased by 4%, and then your movement speed is increased by 4%. And then obviously the 45 round mag. I still don't get why the max is 45 on the AR version of this gun, but sure. Also this build, I just have no muzzle and high ground rounds. This makes it a bit kill further, so 81 meters to one shot, and a bit higher bullet velocity, but I kind of like the suppressed sound more. Then this is maybe my favorite sniper sport in the game right now, the XM4, as I like to call it. Has a bit of kick from time to time, has a bit of kick, but it's quite manageable. And if you really wanted to, because this really increases your recoil. So what you could do is that you could put on the Jack Cutthroat, which decreases your recoil and also gives you a ton of. I guess not. You could put on the the DR6 Hand Stop, so you can get a bit more recoil control. So you want to go for the Zen Compensated Flash Hider. 5% for horizontal, 50% for vertical, and then that firing aim stability. The DR6 Hand Stop increases your ADS speed by 7%, decreases, your sprint fire by 11%, ADS movement speed by 7%, crouch movement speed by 8%, and then movement speed in general by 4%. You want to go for the Quarters Classic Reflex sight, or you could choose any sight you want, but this is just one I like. 40 round mag, obviously. And then finally, you want to go for the Jack Raven kit. This is what gives it that really nice, TTK. So, increase of headshot increase at 28%, 13% for upper torso, 21% for lower torso, and then 11% for upper leg. And then increases your mobility a ton, which I'm not going to say just because it's a lot. And then, so this is a really great one. And then, as I said, I just use the SPX80 for this kind of build, but it doesn't really matter. So this is the XM4. And finally, we have the FJX Horus with the conversion kit. So I'll just show you it right now. And it is honestly not, you'd think that the FJX Horus, since it's basically, as I like to call it, the Swarm 2.0, WSB Swarm 2.0. But it's honestly not terrible for mid to long range. Or mid range, not long range. But this kit increases your damage a ton. So your headshot is now increased by 12%. And then the rest of your body is now increased to 11%. So everything from your head down is 31 hit points, and then the headshot is 37. It increased the bullet velocity a ton by 28%. Then your minimum is increased by 35, and your maximum effective is increased by 34. Then your horizontal recoil is decreased by 34%, and your vertical is increased by 28%. But if you can see, the sprint to fire is increased by 118%. So I would definitely recommend trying to get that down as much as possible. So this is what this build kind of does. So the Zen compensator, I won't go through it again just because you already know what it does. DS6 hand stop, as again, 11% for ADS, 6% for sprint to fire, increases of 6% to ADS movement speed, 8% for crouch movement speed, and then 4% for movement speed in general. Yeah. Then I go with the Pox tack grip. This decreases your ADS speed by 2% and your sprint to fire by 10%, which is really nice because we want to get that down as much as possible. And then surprisingly, I go for the no stock mod. This decreases your sprint to fire by 10% and then your ADS by 13%, and overall mobility is increased as well. You could go for something like this stock, which helps with your actual recoil control. So it's better, but honestly, or you could go for something like the Jack Glassless, so you can actually have an optic. But honestly, I like the no stock just because you get that extra mobility, and since it's a sniper support, you kind of want that. So that's the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. So make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.